Good morning, otherworldlies. This is Juliana Angel, your Dark Mask Diva. This is the first day of Scorpio. Yes, we are in Scorpio season. Ooh, Scorpio. Alright. Let's talk about Scorpio, you guys. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto and Mars. Scorpios. Alright. Scorpio. Okay. What's associated with Scorpio, you guys? Death and rebirth. Yes. Ooh. Right. The thing about Scorpios, you guys, I don't know if you guys know any Scorpios, alright? I believe today starts Scorpio, right? And the last day of Scorpio this year, I think, is November 21st. Is it 21st this year? Okay. So, I don't know if anyone's going to be born on the cusp this year or what's going on. Anyone expecting any babies watching my show? Anyway, so, it really depends on when you were born. If you were born on a cusp, my sensational was born on a cusp, so he is, he's actually a Sagittarius, but he's born pretty close to, because he's born on the 24th of November. So he's pretty close. Okay, so he's almost a Scorpio. Okay, so he's got a lot of Scorpion traits. Let me tell you something about Scorpios, you guys. All right, so he's my horse, you know, because he's a Sagittarius, but he's got a lot of Scorpio traits too. But I'm gonna talk about the Scorpions right now. Okay, Scorpios. You guys know some Scorpios? All right, this is the deal about Scorpios and all water signs just in general. But here's the deal about the Scorpios, you guys. All right, have you guys know your friends who are water signs? You know, your associates at work, your friends, your relatives, and people like that in your life. Okay, they all have this thing going on with their eyes. Okay, they all have really intense eyes. So have you ever noticed that there's just something about their eyes that's just really captivating? And when they look at you for just a second longer than most people will look at you. And there's something a little bit, especially about the Scorpios. You notice there's something a little bit more hypnotic about their eyes than the average person. And when they look at you, they stare at you just a little bit longer than most people. When they're admiring you, they stare at you more than most people. They just kind of... it's almost like they're hypnotizing you, right? That's what Scorpions do with their eyes. Okay, so I don't know if you've noticed that it doesn't matter what color their eyes are. You know, they could have eyes my color, or they can have dark eyes. They can have any color eyes, but all the Scorpions do that with their eyes. They can all hypnotize you with their eyes. Okay, so that's true of all the water signs. I'm a Gemini, but I'm on the cusp of Cancer. So I've got a lot of water sign traits. And my eyes, I don't know if you can really tell, but my eyes are very, very intense. So they're a very, very dark blue. So people tell me that my eyes are super intense, and I've got like this really strong eye content. I'm making content. Strong eye contact with people, and they're like, your eyes are very, very intense. And I'm like, well, yeah, because I'm on the cusp of a water sign. That's why my eyes are very intense. And I'm just an intense person, period. You know, like I'm just very loyal, and I'm just I just have a very strong personality. You know, I'm told I'm very dynamic. You know, so I just have, and my eyes are really, really dark blue. They're naturally dark blue. They're not. These aren't contacts. These are my real color eyes. So people with water signs have like super intense eyes. Okay, Scorpios are the most intense eyes. Okay, my mother is a Scorpio. Now let me tell you what would happen when my sister and I were kids. My mom would make this look, give us kids this like scary look with her eyes, my sister and I would start crying. Because she would just do this scary look with her eyes. And it was almost like it was a joke to her, but it was just such a scary thing that she would do with her eyes that my sister and I would start crying. And I don't know what it was that she was doing, but it would scare the both of us and we'd start crying. And my sister and I can't do the thing with her eyes that she can do. We didn't inherit it. But my mom's a Scorpion, and she can do the thing with her eyes. And she has blue eyes, like me and my sister. They're a different shade of blue than we have, but she just does this thing with her eyes, and it's just absolutely terrifying. It's so scary, you guys, and I'm sure that my sister and I, because my sister and I are also parents, and I'm sure we do this scary thing with our eyes that make our kids absolutely terrified of us and make them want to mind and everything like that. But my sister and I literally, if my mom does the eyes now, we are still, as adults, afraid. And my sister and I, we're both Geminis. We're not Scorpios, so we don't do the thing with our eyes. We can't. Only Scorpios can do the thing with their eyes. And sensational. He is a Sagittarius, so he has horse eyes, but he is on the cusp of Scorpio, so he does have the thing with his eyes a little bit. Not to the extent that my mom does, but he does this, he does things with his eyes too, like he has very intense eyes. All my friends have been Scorpios, they all have the thing with their eyes. So if you know a Scorpio, they can hypnotize you with their eyes. Be careful. Be very careful. They can do a thing with their eyes, okay? So it's their souls are very, very deep, okay? Don't hurt their feelings. Don't hurt their feelings. Don't betray them. Okay, don't cheat on them. Don't betray them. Don't lie to them. Okay? You need to be loyal to your Scorpio. Alright, because just don't, they're like Leos, okay? You need to not be, that's one of those signs that they're not liberal minded. So you can't cheat on them, you can't betray them, you can't F around and find out with a Scorpio. Don't do it. Do not do it. It's because if you do, have you guys seen a scorpion before? They have that tail with a stinger on the back. You know what a scorpion's going to do if you hurt them? They're going to sting you with that tail. And they're going to sting you with their words. They're going to retaliate. If you do something to hurt a scorpion, they're going to get you. I don't know when, I don't know how, but they're going to get you. They're going to sting you with that tail, and they're going to get you. Okay, so they're either going to make up a story about you, or they're going to say something to you to hurt your feelings. They're going to say something very, just something to hurt you that you're never going to get over. Now my son, he's a Libra on the cusp of Scorpio. Oh my gosh, he can roast someone and just ruin their life. Don't get into it with my son. He's got the Scorpion sting because his birthday is a Libra and he's so close to Scorpio. He's got all the Scorpion traits, and he can almost do the thing with his eyes too. Now I taught him how to roast people because I'm really good at roasting people, and I told him, if you know how to roast people and shut them down, you can probably avoid getting into a lot of fights if you just roast people and shock them, and they'll probably back down and not want to fight you. And because people go, oh, once you just cap on people, but I mean, be big and strong too in case you need to, defend yourself. But yeah, learn how to roast people. And so my son and I love roasting people, because like I'm a Gemini, I love to roast people. But my son has that Scorpion sting. He's like not someone you want to mess with, and he's said some really mean things to people before because he's got some of those Scorpion traits. He can be, how does he describe himself? He describes himself as abrasive. he said, I can be really abrasive. And I'm like, no, duh. He can. So, Scorpions, let's see what else. They're very mysterious. Scorpions, they're very mysterious. And a lot of people describe them as being sexy. I've dated a few of them. They're sexy. Let's see, Zen. He's on the cusp. He's sexy. Scorpions, mysterious, death and rebirth. The eyes, they're sexy. You want to be loyal to them. Do not hurt them. Now, I think it's interesting that Halloween falls during a Scorpion time, because this is a very dark time. Yes. And Scorpio is the darkest sign. It's the death and rebirth time. So it's Day of the Dead and Halloween. And those types of holidays fall right smack dab in the middle of Scorpion season. I don't think that's a coincidence, right? So I get so excited because there's all that stuff on social media with all those black cats and all those skeletons and all those things I love, right? All that cool stuff. So Scorpions, they're compatible with Pisces, and they're compatible with Cancers, and surprisingly enough, Geminis. So they're drawn to me a lot because I'm, Gemini, Cancer cusp. So I find that there's a bunch of Scorpions around me sometimes. I should be terrified of them because they are scary. But there's just something, very magnetic about them. Their colors are black and red, which, is to be expected, because that's this time of the year, where it's, that Halloween time. It's getting cold outside, and, those are the very exciting colors. And Scorpio rules the naughty region. Okay. So Scorpion people are very sexual. So if you know a Scorpio, they're very into that. So just know that. All right. That's the area that that sign rules. Okay. Let's see what else. Scorpio. They're very sensitive. They're very mean, but they're very sensitive at the same time. You know why? Because they are a water sign. So you don't need to be mean to them, because if you are, they're going to hurt your feelings. So they're sensitive, but they're dangerous. So remember, we are in that Scorpion season. This is when they are most powerful, you guys, because this is when they're born. Right? So, yeah. So, I hope you guys are going to appreciate all the Scorpions and have fun with your Scorpions and all that good stuff. And, everybody be careful, alright? Okay, otherworldlies. I love you all, and you have a blessed evening. Bye-bye.